Hey, Meadowview Christian Academy students. I thought I would give you a quick video. This is Vince Hoover. I am the treasurer at the school. I know a bunch of you are moving towards virtual instruction next week or this coming week on Tuesday through Friday. And I wanted to give you a quick little tutorial on how to access Google Classroom and access and connect with your teachers over that time. Monday for grades 1st through 7th is going to be a day where you do not have school or virtual instruction. You're going to be picking up your books. You're going to be picking up your Chromebook and taking that home. Make sure you also grab your charger. And then you're going to be connecting with your teachers, grades 1 through 7, Tuesday through Friday at this point. Okay. So real quickly, I'm going to share my screen and I'm going to log in as my daughter Joelle here in a second. So when you log into your Chromebook, you're going to use your username or password that you use for everything else when you log in. So it's your first initial, last name at meadowviewchristian.org. And when you do that, when you log into the Chromebook, you're going to already be into your content. That's like you were last year. Because I'm not using a Chromebook right now, I need to log in as Joelle. So I need to go to accounts.google.com to do that. So if you are using a different device, which I wouldn't suggest, you're going to have to then log into Google. So I'm going to log in as Joelle. You're doing this right when you log into the Chromebook. But it's first initial, last name at meadowviewchristian.org. And then you already know your password. Joelle was kind enough to share her password with me for the creation of this video. Hopefully she can be the right one. She did not. Oh, I think I spelled it wrong. Let's try that again. All right, we are in. It might ask you about a Chrome profile, but it probably won't if you're already logging in on your Chromebook. So when you're logged into the Chromebook, there's going to be on the bottom, there's going to be some icons like Mail. Classroom might be there, but I doubt it. But if you click on Mail, if you click on Drive, that icon for Drive, you're going to get a window that kind of looks like this. So you want to get to that waffle iron. That's what I call it. And then you're looking for this Google Classroom. You can also just type in classroom.google.com. That'll also take you there. And I'm already logged in. So Joelle is logging in here. And she's going to see the teachers that she has are Mrs. Kaler, Mrs. Loshinsky, and Mrs. Campbell. You might have a fourth one in there potentially. I think for some of you, you might have 3 or 4. It depends on what classes you're in. And you're going to notice that this class right here, Mrs. Kaler, it says decline or join. Your classes, when you log in for the first time, every box is going to say decline or join. You need to hit join for every class. If you don't hit join and you hit decline, you're not going to be in that class. You're not going to have access to that class. So you're going to click join just like I'm doing. And you're going to do that for each class that's in here. Okay. You can click on this little button over here in the top left-hand corner, and you can change different classes. You can go to archive classes as well. Your classes from last year should be in there. If you see a class that is not a teacher name, it says like Math 5, and it was a class that you know was from last year, you're welcome to unenroll from that class. Just go to the 3 dots and hit unenroll if you know it's from last year. But these ones with the class names are the ones for this year. Okay. Let's see here. So I'm going to go real quickly over to the schedule. Your parents got this information the other day, and the schedule is down here. So if I'm Joelle and I'm in 6th grade, I'm going to look at 9 o'clock. I need to be in for my reading class. So I'm going to log in right around 8:50, 8:55, somewhere in that window. I want to log in for my reading class. And so if I've got reading first, this would be a great thing to print out, by the way. I am going to go into, I believe she has Mrs. Kaler for that. So I'm going to click on Mrs. Kaler's name. And there's a little note from Mrs. Kaler listed there, welcome class. And then there's a Meet link. So last year we used Zoom a lot. You're going to use Google Meet this year to connect with your class. And so as Joelle, I want to click on this link right around that time, right before that class might start. It's going to say camera is starting. it won't say camera failed. It's saying camera failed for me because I'm already on a different camera right now doing this Zoom video. You'll see your face here as well. There's a button here to turn on your camera, but then you're going to click join now, and you're going to join the class. You'll see your teacher, you'll see your classmates. You'll have all those buttons that you had in Zoom, like muting yourself. I think there's a raise hand button, maybe a couple other buttons in there. There's also a button for different views. If you want to change the way that it looks, you want to see just the person who's speaking, or if you want to see everyone's face at the same time, but you're going to practice good etiquette by not talking while the teacher's talking, using the raise hand feature if they ask you to do that, but you're going to be there to do some learning according to that schedule. When that class is over, there'll be a leave button, and you can leave that class, and then you're going to go back into all of your classes. And now it's for Joelle. She needs to look at her schedule again and say, oh, I have Bible at 9:30. So for Bible, I have Mrs. Campbell. And so I'm going to go over to my Google Classroom, and I'm going to switch over to Mrs. I could do it right here, or I could click on classes, and then I could go to Mrs. Campbell, and then there is her Meet link right here. And then I'm going to connect with that class. And so whatever you do, you're always going to go back to Google Classroom. I like to put it as a bookmark bar. If you don't know how to do that, you hit this little star up here and then add bookmark, and then you type in Google Classroom, add to the bookmark bar, and then it'll show up right on this little bar. And it'll be a little shortcut for you. So if you haven't did that last year, it's a great way to do it as well. There probably won't be assignments listed in here unless the teachers choose to do that. They're more than welcome to do that. They'll probably just tell you what the assignments are. The main thing is just using these links to connect with your students based on the schedule. Okay. So again, this video is for for the students as well as the parents. So as they're trying to figure this out, as you guys are home and hanging out with them, help out your parents. I think a lot of you did this last year to some extent using Google Classroom. And so it's just a little different adding the Google Meet link rather than using Zoom. But you're going to be in this class for this coming week from Tuesday to Friday. And hopefully that is it for the whole year, but you might have to come back at some point if we need to close again. But again, hopefully we don't need to do that. Okay. Any questions, you can talk to your teacher. Your parents can reach out via text to Mrs. Lashinsky or to the teacher themselves if you have them on text. But any questions, they can get a hold of me as well. If your account's not working, we can definitely help you out. If you don't know your password, you can also get that from Mrs. Lashinsky. But I think most of you should know that, and we'll make sure you have that password before the start of class on Tuesday. Monday is a chance for you to pick up your Chromebook, pick up your books at the school between 10 and 2. Make sure you, either when you're there or when you get home, log in, make sure you have access to those. Add yourself to each of those classes, print out that schedule. We'll probably have some schedules there for you as well at the school when you pick up your stuff. All right. Thanks, guys. Appreciate you. Have a great week.